Hello, today I want to talk to you about the biggest marketing mistakes I see companies making. And we're going to start right at the top with number one, no marketing plan. For over the last 14 years, I have been working with the biggest mid-sized and small companies to help place them in front of Canadian farmers that are looking on Farm Marketer for information they need to manage and grow their farming operation. So I have worked with the biggest brands in agriculture, BASF, Bayer Crop Science, John Deere, some other brands including Chevy, Dodge, any company that wants to reach farmers. I have worked with them. And over the course of these 14 years, I have observed where people go wrong in their marketing and where they really knock it out of the park. So number one is no marketing plan. And of course, we know if you work with an agency or you're a really big company, having a marketing plan is given. But I find often some of the mid-size, smaller companies that I work with don't quite have a nailed down dedicated marketing plan. So I want to share with you the top 6 reasons why it's important to have a marketing plan for your business, no matter what size you are. And we have worked with companies that are started literally in the shop of a farmer because farmers are innovators. And they use a product or they need a product and they go, hey, wait a minute, I know how to weld. I can make that. And then you know what? Sure enough, the neighbors go, that's cool. I want that. Then they start getting the word out there and it becomes a business. So no matter what the size of your company, it's important to have a marketing plan. And here's why. Number one, it determines how much you can spend. And for big companies, that is obvious, and that usually comes from management. The directors of the company, they look, they allocate, and they bring that down to the director of marketing and the team and say, your budget for 2021 is X. And that is what the team works with and stays accountable to. But in smaller businesses, sometimes, our budgets aren't quite as big, so we don't make a formal effort. But it's important because of a few different reasons. Most importantly, it gives you an amount that you can take and use for advertising. And this is where it becomes important. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. So number one, determines how much you can spend. Number two, helps you allocate your dollars most effectively. So if you know you have X many dollars a year to spend on advertising, it's just like any money management principle. You're going to spend that a little bit wiser. If you know what's coming and going and what you've spent and what you have, you're going to be able to allocate it a lot more efficiently. Number 3, it keeps you on track. So instead of saying yes to this and yes to that, and all of a sudden come the end of the year, you go, wow, we spent this much? Or, believe it or not, often companies underspend on their marketing and they go, oh, wow, we didn't spend very much at all. Number 3, a budget keeps you on track. You know how much you've spent and how much you're allowed to spend. Number 4, very important, marketing your business, all the activities to getting your business in front of your audience. Those are activities that you need to do to be successful. As they say, you need to spend money to make money, and it's true. Second to that, I did another video, but one of my favorite sayings around advertising is not advertising your business is like winking in the dark at a girl. You know what you're doing, but she doesn't, or a guy, whatever the case is. But I think that saying is very powerful because we always assume that people know about our business and they're going to come and buy our products and services. And that's not necessarily the case. That could go into another saying. If you build it, they will come. It doesn't quite happen like that. So making sure that you have a marketing budget allows you the funds to make sure that you are out there in front of your audience. Number 5, it creates a focus. If you pay attention to something, like anything in life, an exercise plan, a personal budget, a business marketing budget, it makes it a thing. And as soon as it's a thing, you pay attention to it and put time into it. So if you have your company budget and then you allocate X many dollars for marketing, you're now making that a focus of your business. And as soon as you start to focus on something, your attention goes there, and then that starts to grow. You start to learn, you get out there and advertise your business. And that rolls right into my 6th point on why you need to have a marketing budget for your business. Flat out, it keeps you in front of your target audience. With all the different ways to be out there as an agriculture business or any business, we might think there's enough. Well, we have a website, we have salespeople, we go to trade shows pre-COVID, we do press releases, we do all these things. But if you're posting on social media, you only get X many percentage reach, and everybody else is screaming at people, just like trade shows. That farmer walks by your booth, grabs a pamphlet, carries on past the next one. There are so many people vying for the attention of your potential customers. It's important to have a dedicated marketing budget to make sure that you stay in front of them. And when they need XYZ that you offer, you've been top of mind because you're advertising on farmmarketer.com or different spots. And that's ongoing. It's ongoing. It's that branding. They're consistently seeing you, not just once a year at trade shows. So the more they see you, the more when they think about XYZ, they go, oh, that company. And that is why it's important to have a marketing budget, because those dollars are there for marketing. They're set aside, you've allocated them correctly, and you are consistently advertising to stay in front of your customers. Now more than ever, we know how much is just screaming at us from every direction as a customer. So the most important part of having a marketing plan, out of everything I just said, is the fact that it's a formal plan to make sure you have the focus, to make sure that you are staying in front of your audience so that when they are ready to buy, you're top of mind. I hope that helped you guys out. If you enjoyed this video, please visit us at advertisingtofarmers.com and sign up for our list where we share weekly tips on how you can advertise like a boss and reach Canadian farmers. Thank you. See you guys on the next video. Bye.